It's not working.
Cyril says, Johnny, you're not so bright. Your charm's a candle in the windy night. The sparks we had, they've all burned out. Now I'm just a shadow of my doubt.
Oh, Johnny, I thought you'd glow. You're just a star that won't show.
You're not so special. No, you're not. I gave my all, but look what I got. A paper boat in a stormy sea. Not so special. Not for me.
Johnny said, Cyril, you're too hard to please. You built a tower, then threw away the keys.
The laughs we shared, they're ghosts in the room. This love's a flower that refused to bloom.
Oh, Cyril, I gave my best.
But your heart put me to the test. You're not so special. No, you're not. I thought you'd shine, but you forgot. A fading song on a broken key. Not so special.
Not for me. Not for me.
Not for me.
Not for me.
So special. Cyril doesn't like Johnny Boy. There's no magic there. No magic at all. Poor Johnny. But you know, Johnny, the thing about it is, my friend, the grass is greener on this side of the Atlantic.
They come to our shores with a suitcase dream, chasing the glow of that golden beam from far off lands where shadows lie. Here they find a brighter sky. Every where hearts run wild. The grass is greener in America, a shining city, a dream compiled, the place the world keeps reaching for. The grass is greener in America, where freedom sings, where hearts run wild. The grass is greener in America, a shining city, a dream compiled, the place the world keeps reaching for.
All right, the grass is greener in America. Can you all hear me? That's the question. Got a big echo in this room, and I don't know if that sound is coming through. Let me just take a look and listen. This room, and I don't. Oh, it sounds like it's coming through just fine, folks. Welcome back to the program. This is Chris live in Haley, Idaho, just in the Sun Valley, folks. Sun Valley, Idaho, famous for the skiing. There's no snow here at the moment, but it is quite lovely. And what a drive to get here. Oof, what a drive. Anyway, long day. Started departing at 6 this morning, and here I am now. It is 4:30 here, which makes it actually 5:30, almost 6 p.m., 12 hours later. Well, welcome back. This is going to be a short one here. I'll probably do one later tonight, which gives me an advantage because I'm now 8 hours behind South Africa, not 6 hours. So if I go live at 10, it's 6 a.m. So that'll be pretty cool. Thank you, Gina Moolman. Are you in Idaho? I didn't realize that. Yes, it is the Gem State, and I'm happy to be here. It's been a while since I've been to Idaho. And the last time I was here, I think I was in Coeur d'Alene. It's been a while. So, yep. Anyway, it's been a wonderful day here, folks. I've got to tell you, I just got to be straight up with you. Some really good news today. Number one, James Comey will be indicted for crimes against this nation. Somebody said Letitia James, too. I didn't know that. But James Comey is going to be indicted. It just doesn't get any better, folks. This is amazing. This scumbag, treasonous bastard is going to be indicted. It's long overdue, long overdue. I'll tell you what, folks, O'Hare is just magical to me. Every time I go through Chicago O'Hare Airport, because I'm alert and I pay attention, I see somebody famous. Remember a couple of years ago when I went through Chicago O'Hare and I met Mike Tyson? I said, how you doing, Colonel? Nice to meet you. No, I met Mike Tyson and we took a photo. Today, I get off the plane and I see a gentleman standing there with a ball cap on. I'm like, that looks a lot like Mike Pence. And then I look around, there's 2 police officers with him and another one standing over. And the gentleman goes over to McDonald's and orders from McDonald's. That's right, folks. He ordered from McDonald's. It was Mike Pence. No kidding. I am not kidding. Mike Pence ordered from McDonald's. So not only Trump, but also Mike Pence likes McDonald's. So I talked to the cops while he was placing his order, and the one cop was with him over at the McDonald's. I talked to the other 2 cops who were standing on the opposite side in Overwatch, and they asked me about what I did. I was in the Army and everything, yada, 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 and it was pretty cool. So he came over, and we talked for about 5 minutes, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can see that. Let me hold it up there, see if it comes out in the camera okay. There is Vice President Mike Pence. I know a lot of people don't like him, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. Whoops, it's not working there. Come on. That's not working so well. Okay, sorry about that. That's that green screen. There we go. Keep in front of my body. Yeah. So Mike Pence and I in front of McDonald's at Chicago O'Hare. And he asked me what I did, and I told him I was a colonel in the Army, and I told him 36 years. He was like, wow, super impressed. The cops were impressed because I did counterintelligence, and those guys were like, he said, yeah, you guys in counterintelligence, man. He said, if people just knew, I said, listen, brother, if people knew how many threats we've thwarted over the past 25 years against this nation, against our friends, partners, allies around the world, we're talking about at this point thousands of attempted terror actions we've stopped, and it's just amazing. And that cop understood. He knows because he was probably read it on. And Vice President Pence gave me a commander's coin. He gave me a coin. How cool is that? Cool. There it is. Make it a little higher there. Yep. So see if I can get closer. I think it's going to get wiped out by the damn. That's not wiped out. It says Vice President of the United States on that side. On the other side, it's got embossed his signature. That's like super cool. So there you go, folks. Every time I go through Chicago O'Hare, I see somebody. No, he's short. He's short. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So if I'd have told you I met the vice president, you wouldn't believe me. Even if I sent you a picture, you'd be like, that's not him. That's a body double. But I've got the coin. I didn't even ask for this, man. He just gave it to me. He says, "Hey, Colonel, I've got a few of these left. You deserve one." Wow. Wow. Vice President. That's pretty cool, huh? Yep, that's pretty cool. Not everybody's favorite person. They're upset with him about January 6th, but I'm not upset with him. He did what he's supposed to do. I don't like what things he's been doing since he left office, but anyway. Wow. So how are we doing here? Tony Nage is back. Good to see you. Xavier Grayling's here, Marinda Duplessis, Duncan Darberton. It's cold and windy in Free State. Well, I felt like I was driving through the Free State, folks. I mean, look, you drive through this part of Idaho before you get into the mountains here, and it's like driving through the Free State. You got hills off the distance. You've got scrubland all over the place. You've got farms isolated. It looks just like the Free State. Yeah. Well, thank you, Irina. I am safe. Yes, that's good. It's pretty cool. Comey got indicted. Comey got indicted, or well, he's going to get indicted. Yep, just before the statute of limitations read off Comey. Good. Comey the commie. Good timing, Colonel. I just got home from work. It's been really busy with work. Okay, Tony. Tony, we're in the same time zone now, aren't we? Aren't you in the mountain time zone? Because you're up in the oil sands. Yep. Oh, you're here? Oh my goodness, Gina, I didn't realize you were there. When I leave on the 2nd, if you'd like to meet Gina, I'll be in Boise. I'll leave earlier in the morning because I'll be leaving from Ketchum, and I'm flying out around 1:30, I think it is. So if you'd like to meet Gina, send me an email, or if you're in one of the WhatsApp groups, send me a message there. Let me know it's you. If you'd like to meet, okay, that'd be cool. Do I know everybody in Idaho? And Salt Lake. Let's see. So out here, I'm going to meet up with Billy Painter in Twin Falls. I'm going to meet up with the refugee family that's out here. I'm going to meet up with Courtney in Salt Lake, and now maybe Gina. The hip held up and the drive's really nice. They gave me a Chevy Blazer for an SUV, and it's pretty good. Boy, that thing can accelerate. You're driving, and it's just wide open roads, and you look down, you're like, crap, I'm going 90. It's only 65 zone. I better slow down here. Yeah, I don't want to get a ticket. Yeah, and then unfortunately, I lost a little bit of time because they're working on the road, and it was the longest I've ever sat waiting because it goes down to one where they have guys with the flags and they slow you down and stop you. 10 minutes. 10 minutes I sat there. Actually, 10 minutes. I timed it. Wow. My goodness. Anthea, no, I'm out here for filming a documentary with CakeNet. Yeah. So I'll be having dinner with the refugee family tomorrow. And I'll see Billy Painter either tomorrow or Friday and Saturday. And I want to get back to Boise and buy some Boise State kit. I didn't see it at the airport. I was a little disappointed. I thought they'd have a store there. I didn't see anything at the airport. So that is actually the Grand Tetons in the background, folks. Let me slide over here. That we flew over the Grand Tetons. I'm going the wrong way. I got to go this way. Okay. So the Grand Tetons, and that's Coulter Bay down there at the bottom. So just right there in front of my chest is the Grand Teton Mountains, directly over top of it. Yellowstone will be above my head. And where my beard is, that's Grand Teton National Park. Talk about an incredible view. I just happened to start looking out the window just before we got to that space. It was pretty cool. How is Nevada? I have no idea, Thea. I'm not there. You mean, how is it to live? Well, it depends what you like. It's the silver state. This is the gem state. Nevada's the silver state. Vegas is a lot of fun, but its economy is suffering badly now. And it's pretty desolate and dry, but it's beautiful. So it just depends what you're looking for. You can get away from Vegas. There's some incredibly expensive places to live there, too. I like Nevada. I would consider living in Nevada. Yep. I didn't know you were in Boise, Gina. Gosh, I wish I knew that. Guy got in at 12 o'clock. What was that? Somebody did something. What did we get? Courtney. Oh, Tony gave 5 memberships, and Courtney gave $1.99. LDS Temple. There's the LDS Temple in Haley, Idaho. Really? Zandri Jansa von Rensburg. I know you. You just now subscribing? Wow. Minion Super Chat. Is that today? Yes. You want to thank me for everything you've done? Okay. You're welcome, USA Minion 2B. Legion 300. Those aren't today. Those are yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. They're just popping now. Oh, it says memberships. Thank you all for becoming members. Thank you, Tony, for buying those memberships. All right. What else we got here? Patiently be America, says Anthea. Okay. Rain in Durban. Guys, let me just tell you how big America is, okay? All right. Now, I didn't fly on a prop. I flew on a commercial jet from Harrisburg to Chicago. Harrisburg is already 300 miles in from the shore, okay? Yeah, 300 miles from the coast. From there, I flew to Chicago. Chicago took me an hour and a half to fly to. From Chicago, I flew another 3 hours here in a jet. That's 4.5 hours of flying time to get here. The furthest flight I've ever had in South Africa is 2 hours long. And that's Cape Town, Joburg. Wow. Letitia James going to get it too, huh? That's cool. All right. Thank you, Sedgefield. How you doing? I'm neither, Jeremy. I'm just available. That's what it is. I'm available right now. So that's what's going on. I'm available, and it is vast country. It's unbelievable, folks. So I'll be doing a lot of footage, a lot of filming while I'm out here, and I'll be presenting some of that. I'll go live as often as I can, but it will depend on the connection. It's a very good connection here in my hotel tonight. The reason I came here instead of going to Twin Falls is because tomorrow morning I do the program with Ronaldo, and then Thursdays with the Colonel instead of Wednesdays. We're doing it early, 5 p.m. South Africa time, which will be 9 a.m. here. So, yeah, that's going to, 9 and 8, 6, 7. Yeah, 5 o'clock. Anyways, I'll be doing with Ronaldo tomorrow, but then before I check out here, then I'm going to Craters of the Moon National Park, which is about 50 miles from here, about 80 kilometers. Once I'm done there, I'm headed down to Twin Falls, where I'll spend the next couple days down there and then continue on my trip. So, yeah. And Gina, if you'd like to, you're not saying anything, so you don't have to commit, but I don't see you saying anything here. But, oh, there she is. I have an appointment DMV at 2:45, so I'll let you know. What's this? Currently, keyframes not being sent. What does this mean? I don't know what that means. Something going on here. Maybe the connection's not as good as it should be. Appointment DMV. Okay. On Thursday the 2nd. Okay. Yeah. Adam Schiff should be indicted too. Listen most days, just don't comment. Huh? Yeah, I love Trump's speech in front of the UN too. It was fantastic. Josar Smith says, bless, thank you for everything. Bless you. You're very welcome, Josar. You seem very happy. You must have good news. Sorry, I'm more up to date with the current cabinet, not previous ones. Well, he's not a cabinet member. He's the vice president. Yeah. What coin? Well, you missed it. This is the vice president's coin, which I got at the airport today. He gave that to me, Vice President Mike Pence. So, yep, it's pretty cool. Yep. All right, cool. All right, what else we got here? Reno, Nevada area is much nicer than Vegas. Yeah, I agree. It's also Lake Tahoe. But Lake Tahoe, I was looking to buy a place, but oh my God, they're so expensive. Oh, Eastern Nevada, including Yosemite, skiing, lake, yeah. Richard says, waking up. Well, thank you there, Mike. How's it going? And Anthea likes the coin. You're very welcome. Having a voice from your past, I've always respect you, and I say again, every place what you do for us. Bram Forster, I don't recall seeing you in a long time, so thank you. Jimmy Kimmel's a disgusting, vile human being. I did several tweets before I got up, the plane took off. We were 30 minutes late departing, still got here early. 30 minutes late from Harrisburg to get to Chicago. So yeah, while I was sitting on the tarmac, I did several tweets about Jimmy the Rat Kimmel. Yep, Jimmy the Rat Kimmel. Folks, from here, you're going to be automatically redirected to the Common Sense Conservatives, all right, the radio program. So I could have done an hour, but I wasn't really prepared. I had to get set up. And then once I got set, so that's why I set it for 4:30. It's 4:30 here now. I'm sure that some people know that because they're in this time zone like Gina. 4:49, I should say. So 8 hours from South Africa. No, Mike, it's not my farewell to Pennsylvania. I got too much invested there right now. I'm just looking. I came out here to film a documentary, and this is a part of the country I absolutely love and adore. I almost became a resident of Wyoming back in 1994, but I wasn't willing to pay the Home Association fee of $1,200 a year when my salary was only $28,000 before taxes. After taxes, I walked home with about $18,000 a year and lived off of that as a captain. And yeah, so I wasn't willing to pay $1,200 for a home association that I wasn't living in. Plus, there was a requirement to build a property, and there was no way I could build a property at that time. So I didn't buy the lot. So I'm just going to look around in Wyoming and see if there's something that appeals to me. But I'm also looking here in Idaho. You know one that was really cool? You leave Boise and the speed limit's 80. Oh, sweet Jesus, 80 miles per hour. How sweet is that? It came up. So there's no GPS in the car, but I use my Bluetooth and I plugged it in. I use my Google Maps on my phone, and on the dash on the map, projects what comes in your phone up on the screen, and in the proper format, just like a GPS in the car. And it says 80. All of a sudden, like 80. I didn't see a sign. It says 80 miles per hour. I'm like, it's been a while since I've been to Idaho, but I don't remember being 80 because most of the time I've driven Idaho, it's been up near Coeur d'Alene. It's a little short stretch, but it's 80 miles an hour. Oh, the mountains are just gorgeous. Yes. Yep. Anyway, Social Development Chief of Staff quietly removed 22 years old. Dumb as a box of rocks. Wow. I don't doubt. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Cody rocks. Yeah, I know Cody. Cody's awesome. Yep. Just checking, says Mike. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll be on the radio program here in just a few minutes. So I'll get my headphones ready for that. Yeah, so there we go. I'll be on the air in just a couple minutes. Boy, it's harder for me to see how loud I am with those things on. With my colleagues there, John Grosvenor and Todd McKinley from Tennessee and New Hampshire. And now I'll be in Idaho tonight. Martin Fundament, no reason to apologize. So you show up when you can show up. Watch what you can watch. It's all appreciated. Raven Croy, hello to you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Jimmy Kimmel's a disgusting rat. He's an absolute rat. But I'm over the moon that James Comey is going to get indicted. So happy, so happy. I just hope it follow through and he winds up in prison where he belongs. Africana Refugee Program. Okay, first off, Jacques Fundamental, there's no Africana Refugee Program. Stop, full stop, cease and desist. There's no such thing. And you haven't applied. Did you put in a statement of interest? The only way you apply is if you receive a case number after having been interviewed and screened. That's an application. If you've gone on the website, you filled out a statement of interest saying that I'm interested in the program, and it's not for Afrikaners. It's for South African racial minorities. Okay? Please stop saying Afrikaner because you're falling right into the trap of the leftist hate-wanking media who are lying about this. Indians and coloreds have come over on this program. I can confirm that. I know of Indians in Virginia, and I know of coloreds in several places. It is not an Afrikaner program. Okay? All right? It was inspired because of the racial oppression of Afrikaners, but it is not for Afrikaners. Duncan, good night. Take care. Thanks for being here. Fraudulent investment scheme. I'm not surprised. Hello, Virginia. What's going on? GPS and expectation of webfare. I ordered all 50 states printed highway maps. Yeah. Well, I like to get them at the state visitor centers whenever I cross into a state. I'm huge on maps. Yeah. President Trump ripped the UN a new. Oh, he did. He did. I watched that live. Held no punches. You're all suckers. Your countries are going to hell. The green scam. The carbon scam. He was wrong, though. He said it was in the 20s and 30s that they were talking about the global cooling. That was the 70s. In the 1970s, U.S. News and World Report and Time had covers of a planet and freezing little icicles hanging off of the global cooling. We're in for an ice age. Yeah, so Jimmy Kimmel's blaming Donald Trump for what Jimmy Kimmel said. Jimmy Kimmel is a disgusting, vile, useless sack of garbage. Yep, absolutely. Trump was amazing. So it's interesting because they're fact-checking Trump on his UN speech. They're fact-checking Trump on his press thing talking about Tylenol, acetaminophen, and autism. And I don't recall them ever fact-checking Joe Biden. Everything Joe Biden said was a complete lie. Everything he said was a fabrication. He just made shit up as he went. Well, as always, Corn Pop was a bad dude. Yeah, no, I had blonde hairs in my leg. No black kids come up play with him. No, nothing to see here. No, but black people love me. No, they love me. Yeah, that's why I get elected. Corn Pop was a bad dude, man. Yeah, no. Yeah. Everything he said was just garbage. Mumbles. Like from Dick Tracy. Oh, my goodness. Erica, what's going on? Yeah. Corn Pop was a bad dude. Such a bad dude, man. Yeah, the world needs more leaders like President Trump. Sorry, I was looking outside there, folks. I wasn't looking at the Coulter Bay there. Yeah, it's amazing. That's the Grand Tetons. I've never seen them that way before. I've flown in and I've seen them as I've descended from an oblique angle off to the side, but I've never flown over top of them because I flew to Jackson Hole, which is a pretty cool airport, nice little airport. Erica spell check Skinner. Anyway, for those who want to listen into the Common Sense Conservatives, we do not have a guest tonight. We have the candidate for governor next week, but tonight we're going to be talking about James Comey, no doubt. I don't think Biden realized he was Biden, you know. He thought he was still a lifeguard at the YMCA hanging out with Corn Pop. Impersonation of Biden was better than Joe Biden could ever be. It's right, it was coherent. It made sense. You could actually understand what I was saying. Oh my gosh, Joe Biden. My mind's going blank now. Do I have that? Oh my gosh, my mind's going blank. Gosh, I don't know if it's in here. Let me see if it's in here. My mind's going blank. It'll be further down because I've had that for a long time. Sometimes I take stuff out because I just need the space in here. Oh man, I think I took it out. Damn it. Oh, that's a classic when my mind's going blank. Excuse me. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Yes, the UN is feckless, and it has been for a long time. Yeah, I keep saying they cut the mic for Cyril, but I didn't see that. Either that or the video was edited. I saw the video that was posted of his speech, and it didn't appear to me that it was cut. Didn't appear to me it's cut. By the way, as I drove across the Idaho 20, Route 20, coming here to Hailey, so I saw pronghorn antelope everywhere. Pronghorn antelope. This is the part of America that's kind of like being in Africa. You know, you see wildlife, you see bear, you see pronghorn elephant, pronghorn antelope, all kinds of things. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, all right, folks. In 4 minutes, you're going to get transferred over automatically to the Common Sense Conservatives. I invite you to come watch or listen to the program. Take your choice. Poor Joe Biden was just a figurehead used by the Dems. Yeah, well, there are a lot of those idiots, useful idiots like Jasmine Crockett, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Yeah, they're all useful idiots. Yeah, they. Rashida Tlaib. You put all of them together and they couldn't blow their brains out. They're so stupid. Yeah, couldn't blow their brains out. They're just stupid people. Stupid people should wear signs. Bill Engvall said it well. He said it best. Stupid people should wear signs. That way you wouldn't ask them questions. So listen, I was, sorry. I didn't see your sign. Here's your sign. Him and word salad, Harris fit well together. Yep. Does Biden have a brain? I don't know. I think it ate itself. No, they were a perfect pair. Two sides of the same coin. Yeah, Kamala Harris. Good Lord. Oh, can you imagine if that idiot had been elected president? Whew. Gosh, it's bad enough Biden was elected. I mean, we needed Joe Biden to be elected president for Americans to wake up and realize just how bad the Democrats are, just how evil they are, just how disgusting and vile they are, what repulsive human beings that they've become, how twisted and demented their ideology is of hatred and bigotry, anti-Christian, anti-white, anti-American. We needed Joe Biden to see that. I didn't, but a lot of Americans needed it, apparently. Yep. That separate upliftment development is great. Self-determination. Really? I mean, that's what the National Party said. So he agrees with the National Party? Why wouldn't someone with dual citizenship qualify? Because, okay, Bullet, fair question. Because you have a safe haven. I mean, unless your dual citizenship is North Korea, which isn't safe, if you have a passport to France or Germany, the Netherlands, or Hong Kong, or Australia, or the UK, then go there. That's why you can go to those places. So you don't need refugee status. Your life's not in jeopardy. You choose to put yourself in jeopardy by living in South Africa. That I'm not saying that. That's the logic. Okay. I don't understand why people don't get that. I mean, this is not immigration. I think maybe that's the problem. People think this is immigration. It's not immigration. It is for people whose lives are in peril, jeopardy of being murdered, jeopardy of being offed. It is not for immigrants. And that's why I corrected Langdon. Earl Langdon in one of the groups said something about, we immigrate here. No, you didn't immigrate here. You're not an immigrant. You're a refugee. You're not an immigrant. You are not an immigrant. You have a legal status as a refugee. If you're not a refugee, then we don't need to be bringing you over here. You want to immigrate? Immigrate. There's a path for that. He misspoke, and I corrected that. We don't need that misspeaking because the left is just dying to tell that lie. Okay? All right, I got to go. We'll see you. No action on the YouTube confession. Okay, so I'll be on the channel. So we'll catch you guys over on the Common Sense Conservatives. The news will be on right now. This will take you right there. So you can listen to the news, and then I'll be on with my colleagues. So where is my closing credits? On my laptop. So not always the easiest thing to figure out here. Where the heck are they at? Come on. There we go. All right. See you shortly, guys.